Good morning. It is 4:50 in the morning. We are just getting ready to leave to go to Dorado Hills for my surgery. Freaking out a little bit. Got everything loaded in my car. I have, they said I'm allowed to drink water. Oh, goodness gracious. This hair is like out of control. I can't have anything on my skin, anything in my hair. So it's just crazy. But they said I could drink water up until 2 hours prior, just like light sips of water. And then 2 hours before surgery, drink my like Gatorade. So I have that for electrolytes. And then I have all my ice packs. Everything is in here. I've got some easy to eat snacks post-surgery and just waiting for Ted. And then we're gonna be getting on the road. So we are about an hour from the Aesthetic Center for my surgery. I have to be there an hour early. And I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. Babe, how are you feeling?
You're gonna do great.
Thanks, babe. I'm the nervous one. He is like cool as a cucumber. Plus he gets to have his coffee this morning, so that's nice for him. But he is driving me. So anyways, I'm getting really excited, very nervous. I haven't slept in a couple days. So yeah, I just don't really know what to expect. But it's gonna be really good and I'm very, very excited. So we just got to the Aesthetic Center a few minutes ago. We're getting ready to get prepped for surgery, and the surgery should be about an hour and a half long, and then I'll be coming out with a new nose. I'm so excited, pretty nervous. I took my little Valium that they gave me about a half hour ago, so I'm starting to feel a little bit loopy. Hopefully I'll start relaxing here in a bit, but I'm so incredibly excited. I have my honey here with me. He's been very good emotional support. So I will see you guys in a little bit.
How do you feel?
Good. Just a little sleepy. I don't think I can smile because my lips are a little smiling. But I feel good.
Good. You made it out.
I'm ready. I'm a little hungry. So I'd like to eat some food. Good.
Awesome. We'll get you something to eat, sweetheart.
Thanks. All right. Well, I'm out of surgery. It is 1 o'clock and everything went really well. Zero pain. I did ask for some extra anti-nausea medication in my IV so that I wouldn't get nauseous. It does not hurt. I have a little bit of bruising and no swelling yet, but that usually happens that'll probably happen like Wednesday, Thursday. My upper lip, I cannot feel it. It's like so numb. And I can't really smile normally. So we're just checking into the hotel. I did get 2 moles removed right here, which is what those bandages are. But I've had those like my whole life, but they suggested that I remove them. So anyways, I'm feeling good and excited to get a little sleep here in a bit. So I'll check in a little while. All right, we are like 4 hours post-op. A little bit of bruising on the inner part of this eye, but I'm feeling pretty good. I can breathe through my nose. I don't have packing in my nostrils. It's just like a little bit hard to breathe with this on. This just catches like any blood that comes out. A few people asked on my DMs if I had gotten my lips plumped while I was there. No, they're just a little swollen and numb, but I'm starting to get the feeling back in them, which is great. But so far so good. I'm gonna ice here in a few minutes. A little swollen right in here, but not too bad. My throat is not really hurting anymore. I'm trying to breathe through my mouth when I sleep, just because I don't want to try to put too much pressure breathing through my nose when I try to breathe through this. So my mouth is getting like a little bit like dry mouth, but I have water and that's definitely helping. But so far, 4 hours post-op, I'm still feeling good. Usually it's Monday, so Wednesday, Thursday are probably when I'll look the worst, but I'm feeling good so far. So it's 7:15. I'm looking good under here. I have my nose tint because we don't want this cast getting wet. I have an upside down ice pack because this just, I don't want to like mess with my cast. So I'm helping the bruising here. I have these little guys that I will stick right here just to help any cheek bruising, but I'm feeling good. I'm looking better than I expected to, and I feel great. I just did my little nose cleaning protocol, got rid of any dry blood. So far, I'm feeling good. We're at like what, 6 hours post-op, baby? About 6 hours. Good morning. We are post-op day 1, so it's Tuesday. My surgery was on Monday, and just wanted to update you with kind of how the night went, how I'm feeling today. Last night, well, prior to surgery, I really wasn't sleeping very well, and I didn't sleep very good last night either. I was very comfortable, wasn't in any pain. It was mainly just I could not fall asleep at all. Like I tried, slept a little bit here and there. I can breathe through my nose, but because I have this drip pad, I'm trying not to strain breathing through the pad. So I was breathing through my mouth quite a bit. So I'd wake up with a really dry mouth, and it almost feels like you're being suffocated. Like it's awful. So I would wake up with a really, really dry mouth and drink some water. But again, no pain. I woke up at about 3:30 and put saline up my nose, got a Q-tip and some diluted hydrogen peroxide and cleaned my nose out. My drip pad is like almost, like that's all that's coming out. Very, very little tiny spots. So I'm hoping by tomorrow I won't even have to wear this anymore. Bruising is actually, I'm shocked at how little bruising I'm having. I have seen so many videos where the bruising has been like intense. So I have a little bit right here, a tiny bit on this lid. This side, there's hardly any bruising. Where I'm swollen is right here. You can see, I have a hat on. Wow, cute look, isn't it? You can see all right here is very swollen. That's really the only part that hurts, is just right in between my brows right here, because that's where it's swollen. So it is really tender. You can see right here, it's just really swollen. Not so much on this side, a little bit, but mainly this side. But other than that, I feel good. I drank some pineapple juice this morning, as well as took my bromelain, my arnica. I'm about to have my probiotics because we just had, not my probiotics, my antibiotic, because we just had some breakfast. But I'm down to just taking half of a painkiller because I just really don't want to take it unless I absolutely need it. And obviously I'm just gonna take the least amount that I can. So I took a half this morning at about, well, when I got up, so about 4. So I'm gonna take another one in a little bit right before we head into my post-op, and then we're headed home. All right, looking rough. Update for post-op day 1. It is the day after surgery. It's about 6 o'clock at night. I'm very swollen. You can see here. The bruising is actually not too bad. Very swollen here and very swollen right in here. So I'm feeling a lot of pressure right here, but that's about it. No pain, just a lot of pressure. And I can feel just how swollen this is. You can see little chipmunk cheeks. All right, we are post-op day 2. So it's Wednesday, surgery was Monday. You can see here, I have very minimal bruising. Like I'm very shocked. Very minimal bruising, but I'm pretty swollen. You can see my eyelids are quite swollen. And I'm swollen in my cheeks. All this area is pretty swollen. But other than that, it's not too bad. No pain. I slept last night, which was really nice. I actually was able to breathe through my nose, which was amazing. If you get rhinoplasty and you have to have packing up your nose and you have to breathe through your mouth, which sometimes I still do because I just don't want to put a ton of strain trying to breathe, I got to show you something that's amazing. I don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. Okay, so if you are having to breathe through your mouth, you can get serious dry mouth and it's very uncomfortable. I picked these up. These are the ACT Dry Mouth Lozenges, the Soothing Mint. This helped so much. I fell asleep, had a little bit of dry mouth at the beginning of the night, popped one of those in for a few seconds, instantly changed the game, took it out, set it back on the wrapper, fell asleep, and ended up sleeping through my nose for the rest of the night. So you also could do water, but I found that drinking water only helped for a little bit. That lasted a lot longer. So I really, really like that and definitely recommend that if you are struggling with dry mouth in the middle of the night, because sometimes it can feel a little bit suffocating. But so far, I'm trying to stay out of the sun. We have lots of windows here, but that's where we're at. So a little bit of bruising. My skin just feels really gross, so I definitely am gonna wash it. I have arnica gel as well as vitamin K on it, so I'm gonna give my face like a good wash with some micellar water and then reapply, because I can tell it's just feeling like a little stretched out and just tight, and I think that will help with that a little bit. Also wanted to say, I think I mentioned this, it was closed rhinoplasty. There's no stitches. If you see blood right there, that's literally just dried blood on the tape, but there's no stitches. If you were to have an open rhinoplasty, they would cut right here. Mine was closed. There was no cutting open of my nose. That's just dry blood on this tape, which it looks kind of gross, but there's nothing I can do until they take the cast off. But yeah, that's not a cut line. That's actually just blood on the tape. But if you were to have open, they would cut right here at the base, and that's where you would have stitches. But even if you have to have it open, like, it heals so nicely that you wouldn't even see that. But no, mine was closed, so everything was just right at my nostril. It is post-op day 2, and definitely am swelling. It's the evening, it's about 5 o'clock. I'm still very swollen right in here. My left side got it the worst. My bruise is the worst there, but really the bruising is not that bad. I just have a tiny bit right here, and then obviously the eyelid, a little bit on this eyelid, a little bit right here. But it's not terrible. It's mainly the swelling. I'm pretty swollen from here up through here on both sides, but I don't look nearly as bad as I expected to look. No pain. So far, I mean, it's not a difficult recovery. It's not painful. It's annoying, but I mean, pretty much any surgery recovery, I'm sure, is a little bit annoying, but I can breathe through my nose. I'm a little congested at the moment, but last night I did sleep breathing through my nose, which was great. I wanted to show you guys how I've been sleeping, because I think that is quite useful if you are thinking about getting the surgery or you have to sleep sitting up. So I have this right here is my pregnancy pillow. It's like a big U-shaped. So I have it on this side, and then here's the other half of it. And I lay with, not both these pillows, just one pillow, and then I take my neck pillow, which this is just like an airplane pillow, and I will put this on like so, and I sleep like this. And it's so nice because having this on both sides really helps keep you from moving side to side, and you just kind of adjust your pillow as needed, and then you're at, you know, a good angle. This helps so you can kind of tilt your head side to side to get comfortable. So that's been really helpful. So you don't have to obviously have the pregnancy pillow. It's just very helpful. If you do have one, it's a great way to repurpose it. Otherwise, you could just use big body pillows, but I do find having pillows lining both sides of you really will help, especially if you are a stomach sleeper or a side sleeper like I am. It's just been very, very helpful. Yeah, I think that's the only tips I can think of. I have no appetite really. I'm only mainly eating when I need to take my pain meds because I don't want to take that or my antibiotics on an empty stomach. So I'll eat like a small, like something small with those. But I really don't have much of an appetite, to be honest. I can't smile. Like, that's my smile. This is not moving very much. Like, it kind of moves when I talk, but not really. The bleeding has stopped. It stopped yesterday, which is great. I'm hoping that tomorrow the swelling starts to subside. I don't know if it'll get any worse, but yeah, that's kind of my update. I will check back in with you guys tomorrow and let you guys see what the progress is. Okay, pro tip. If you have any of these like gel cooling eye patches, put them in the freezer for, I don't know, I put mine in last night. I took some out today and then I put them on and they feel so good. Sometimes, you know, putting the ice packs on, it's kind of hard to get this area right here, but it has been feeling so, so good having these cooling eye patches. Really, any cooling eye patches that you own, will probably work just fine. These ones are by Skin Icelantic. It's ones that I've just had. And they just feel so nice. And they just really help kind of cool this whole area when I don't want to put ice all over my whole face. Also, I don't look as puffy with them on. So that's kind of nice. But anyways, that's my check-in. All right, here we are. It's Thursday evening, almost 6 o'clock at night. My hair just looks crazy. Definitely gonna have to wash it at some point in the next couple days. But this is where we're at. Hold on. I can't take myself seriously with my hairstyle. It's actually happening now with my hair. Okay, so don't mind my hair. It's a little greasy. It's been a few days since my hair has been washed. But this is where we're at with the bruising. You can see it's starting to kind of yellow. This little bruise here, not too bad actually. Definitely expected to be, like I said, much more bruised. My swelling has gone down a ton since this morning. My right side is really actually barely swollen on the eyelid. Like last night is pretty swollen. Even this has gone down a ton. And this is my most swollen side, and that has dramatically decreased throughout the day. Like I feel like I can actually see my whole lid now, and this has gone down. That was pretty much the only thing that was really annoying, was the swelling on this side, mainly my eyelid, because it was so swollen that every time I'd blink, I was like very aware of the swelling. But that's about it. Still no pain. I'm actually sleeping pretty good. The hardest part, I think, is resting. I have obviously 2 kiddos. Luckily, my son is with his dad this week, so it just makes it a little easier. But my 1-year-old started walking this week, which is super exciting and super fun. But it's a lot of work. So my mom has been here, which has been so helpful. But I also am with my daughter all the time. So I love being with her. I love playing with her. So the hardest part is making myself rest, because I will come down and I'll like want to play with her. And then I'll like get up and start like cleaning something. And then I feel like it's when I start doing too much that it kind of starts to get swollen and maybe like a little throbbing in the center of my face. And that's how I know I'm like, okay, you got to slow down. So if you can rest and just kind of like lay and do nothing for a couple days, I highly recommend that. I'm not very good at doing that. So that's the hard part, is just doing nothing. Because I want to be around my little sweet girl. So I've definitely been forcing myself to rest a lot more today, and I've noticed that the swelling has like gone down quite a bit since I've been doing that. But it's already looking much better. So that is my update for Thursday. I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow, which is Valentine's Day. All right, I'm here with my Friday update. It's Valentine's Day. We decided we're gonna celebrate a Valentine's Day another night because clearly we weren't going out tonight. But I'm feeling good. I've been able to breathe through my nose all day, which is so, so nice. And the swelling on my lids is like almost gone, which is amazing. I'm still just a tiny bit swollen here, but it's not as tender. All of the swelling that was in here has now turned yellow. And then these are going away, which is really nice. Even where my IV is, the yellowing is going away. So far I'm doing really good. Nothing really to update you with. So I will check in tomorrow and show you guys what my face looks like. So I'm here with a check-in. I don't think I did one yesterday. There really wasn't anything to check in. I was so tired yesterday and just like blah kind of mood. But today is Sunday. So my splint comes off in 2 days. It comes off on Tuesday. And tomorrow will be 1 week from my surgery. So the majority of the swelling is gone actually. I'm looking at a mirror here. Tiny, tiny bit right here, but it's not nearly as tender. I have most of my yellowing from yesterday is gone. I was very yellow yesterday. I did take a picture. I was very yellow. Tone the skin, you know, around my cast, tone my face, and then moisturize it. And the moisturizer is like sitting weird on my skin. I've tried a few different ones. Every moisturizer I've used feels like when I touch my skin, I don't know if you can see that, it like peels up. Every moisturizer that I'm using. Oh, you could see right there. See how it's all pilling all over my face? And I can just rub my skin and do you see the little balls of, isn't that the weirdest thing? I did take a shower today, which felt amazing. I even used my little tinkle razor. If you guys have watched my channel for years, you guys know these are my favorite for like shaving the peach fuzz off. So I literally did all of that this morning, hoping to get any dead skin, also all the peach fuzz. And I'm still like just having so much stuff pilling. It's the weirdest thing. So from a lot of you that have mentioned that you have gotten rhinoplasty done, that your nose gets super oily for a while after, and then the blackheads are insane. So that's something really fun to look forward to. So I am noticing that my skin is just kind of like, being very weird. I did try to apply a little bit of makeup and it wouldn't stick to my skin. It actually was like pilling as I was applying it. I can't wait to do like a really good exfoliant. I might tonight just try to exfoliate, you know, all the skin that I can without getting too close to my cast, using some of my favorite exfoliators, and see if that kind of helps slough off the dead skin. I've been using a rougher textured washcloth when I wipe my face down at night, thinking that would help, because usually that kind of does like a nice little gentle exfoliating, and it's not. And even just using my tinkle razor all over my face to get rid of the peach fuzz still didn't help the situation. So that's going to be something that I'm going to have to work with over the next few weeks, trying to figure out my skin. So that is my update for today. I am going to be doing a whole separate video talking about why I got rhinoplasty and all of that. And I also am going to do another separate video with tips and tricks, things that I've found that work really well, that have been helpful for me, whether it's from sleeping to cleaning my nose, all that kind of stuff. So Tuesday's the day it comes off, and then it'll be the big reveal.
Going to be swelling on a, it's going to be still swollen. It's going to be a smaller nose, but it's going to be swollen. What we're going to do now is just use this little device. It's smooth, it's round, and we're just going to separate your skin from the splint. So we just do that a little bit at a time. You know, the adhesive likes you, so we're just going to separate it a little at a time.
My nose feels so greasy.
I'll bet you can't wash it. Yeah. I know. But we'll take the adhesive off shortly. Almost. Let's get this side off. 3, 2, 1. This is just swelling, and there's swelling up there too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So
that's so
think it's gonna look good.
There's no bump.
That's right.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh my goodness. And so this swelling right here is gonna go down, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you're quite swollen through here. That was kind of out from the
Yeah.
sides of the splint, and then of course all through, well, the whole nose is swollen, but
Yeah.
the splint was kind of pushing the swelling, some of the swelling underneath it away.
That's so crazy.
All right, I'm gonna take some of the adhesives, this material, because it softens it. And then I'm gonna give you another one of these, and you can kind of just work it off. We'll get a good amount of it off right now, but
It looks really good.
you'll
Cassie.
still have some more.
It really does.
So we're back home now, and I washed my face, which was so nice. Look at that. She's obsessed with carrying around her little backpack. It's the cutest thing. They did an IPL on my bruising, so they said that should start healing a lot faster, which is great. But here's the side profile. There's no hump. And I got most of the adhesive off. That was like the yellowy stuff. About 80% of the swelling will go down in the next like 3 or 4 weeks. And then it can take like 6 months to a year for the tip to be fully healed. But I feel good. It's a lot less swollen than I expected. And I feel like from the front, I really don't look all that different. The side profile is obviously what is the biggest change, but I'm so excited. I'm excited to put makeup on tomorrow morning and like just kind of get back to my normal self. I'm sure while my skin has enjoyed having a break from makeup, it's also freaking out from the anesthesia and all of, surgery and stuff. It is the day after my cast is removed and I finally put on makeup. It feels so good to wear makeup because I haven't worn it in, 8 days or something like that. It's been quite a while. It just felt so nice finally wearing makeup again because it's been 9 days since I've worn any makeup, and I am a girl that I love doing my makeup. It's not a chore to me. It's not something that I have to have on. It's just something I genuinely love doing. So I usually apply my makeup with a beauty blender. I had to be very careful around my nose because obviously I'm pretty swollen still right here. All of that will go down. And then just my nose in general is swollen. So a little tip or trick, which this will probably be in my tips and tricks video as well, is if you're going to wear makeup, I like to use some sort of beauty sponge. This is what I used. When you're applying it, hold the opposite side and gently press it in. It is a weird feeling, and the tip of my nose does feel super strange, but it really helped having the counter pressure, so you're not just pressing against your new nose. So my doctor did tell me when I wash it to use counter pressure, so hold one side while you gently wash the other. So I just did that as I applied my makeup as well, and it worked fine. My skin is still freaking out. There are parts of my skin, even my eyelids, that are really flaky, and so I just kind of had to work around it. So it'll be a process of my skin kind of one, detoxing all of the medication, anesthesia, also the trauma of obviously the surgery. Your skin kind of freaks out a little bit. So over the next few weeks, my skin will start to normalize. The swelling will obviously go down. So we're just gonna be going up from here. And even right now with the swelling, it doesn't, when I look in the mirror, I obviously can see the swelling, but it doesn't bother me very much. And I think from straight on, I still look very much like me. The tip of my nose is a little bit more refined and it's not so bulbous. It's really straight and even, which I'm oh my gosh, it's so cute. I absolutely love it. We didn't change the width here. So that'll be the same as before, but just the profile looks so, or side profile looks so stinking cute. I love it so much. When I took the cast off yesterday, it was a mix of emotions. There was a lot of people in the room because, my husband was there, Dr. Rice was there. There's a training doctor that was in there. And then Katrina, who I just absolutely love, she works at the Aesthetic Center. She does the social media. She was in there. So there was just a lot of people, and it is something that's personal, and it's a big thing. And I didn't quite know what to expect, but I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. So it just was I was really shocked, and it took me all day yesterday to
kind of like have it sink in. And like I'd look in the mirror and, you know, there was a big part of me that was like, okay, how does my husband feel? Does he, when he looks at me, does he still see me? Do I look weird to him? And he kept saying like, oh my gosh, like had I not known, like obviously I'm swollen, so he could look past that. But he's like, had I not known that you got a nose job, like I wouldn't have known. It looks so natural. It looks like I would have never known, which is exactly what you want, right? You want it to look like you, look like your nose, but just like a little bit better. And I think that was totally achieved. And I can't wait to see like as the swelling goes down, it just like looking cuter and cuter. So I'm so excited that I did it. And I'm excited to share like the continued journey with you guys, share my tips and tricks that I found over just the recovery process and that I continue to like figure out over like the healing process. And I'm just like so thankful for the staff at the Aesthetic Center, for Dr. Rice. He really did an amazing job. I think if you are thinking about getting rhinoplasty and you are in this area, you're in the Dorado Hills, California, Oregon, Nevada, like anywhere, even driving distance, flying distance, it is totally worth it. I mean, people drive to Turkey to get nose jobs done. So, I mean, El Dorado Hills is a lot closer if you're in the United States than Turkey is. Dr. Rice was just amazing. He made my dreams come true of what I want my nose to look like, even though like I didn't even quite know what to expect. It's like, it's even better than I thought. And it's like still really swollen. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this recovery series or video, and that you look forward to other, not only rhinoplasty videos that I have, but just other videos that I have coming up that I'm really excited about. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one.